To help us break it down. He's former special rep for Ukraine negotiations during the first Trump administration, the perfect guest to have on this. I think, Mr. Ambassador, probably the best place to start with all this is it is notable that after, repeatedly emphasizing the president-elect, I never know whether they're calling him a former president or president-elect these days, emphasizing he believes in the power of swift and decisive military victories on the battlefield to bring about the end of the wars in Ukraine and, frankly, Gaza as well. He is now indicating, his team is giving indications, he may actually prefer to pursue some kind of negotiated peace. Are you getting that from the team? What do you make of that?
Well, it's a combination. What you hear from everybody is the phrase from the Reagan administration, which is peace through strength. And what President Trump and others have pointed out is we've had a period of what is seen very much, including in Ukraine, of American weakness. And this emboldened Vladimir Putin to attack. It emboldened the Iranians. It has emboldened President Xi in China. And in order to stop that, you actually have to push back. You have to show force. But then once you've done that, if you can bring this to a close, that would be the right thing to do. Nobody wants to extend a war. Nobody wants a longer war. But you have to, in order to do that, you have to convince Putin. Because Zelensky, obviously the Ukrainians want peace. They don't want to be attacked. They want to get on with their lives as a country. It's Putin that's doing the attacking. So you have to convince Putin that it's in his interest to stop. And that's going to require a lot more show of strength first.
What moves do you anticipate the outgoing Biden administration is going to make or try to make in the next coming weeks that they have left? I think it's about 7-8 weeks now. There's some whisperings about moves toward NATO membership or perhaps allowing the use of those long-range weapons that have long been stymied. What do you think they're likely to do, and what would you like to see them do with the time they have left?
Well, I don't think that they are likely to move on NATO membership, and in fact, I think it would be risky to do so. Every time you promise something and it's not immediate, there's a gap. And so you don't want to create a situation where you've talked about NATO membership, you're implying the U.S. is going to come defend Ukraine, but we're not really ready to do it. That's a recipe for problems down the road. On the other hand, giving them the authority to use the weapons that we've already given them to hit the Russians where they are being attacked from, that is only illogical. It doesn't make any sense to have put these restrictions in place to begin with. And I do hope that they will lift these restrictions. So far, we haven't heard anything about that, and it's almost 2 weeks now from the election. But I hope that that is something that they do put in place as soon as possible.
This week, the president-elect seemed to focus on national security when it came to his top cabinet and White House and intelligence community picks. What do you make of the choices, generally speaking, that he has made so far?
Yeah, I think these are great choices. I've known Mike Waltz for some time. He is a very serious guy, very practical. He's been very strong on some of these national security issues. And I know concerning the war in Ukraine, he was very supportive of Ukraine, but demanding that the administration, the Biden administration, actually have a strategy, which I think that he will be in charge of putting in place in the White House. And Marco Rubio, very strong on national security as well. I think a great choice for Secretary of State.
All right. Well, thank you for taking time with us this afternoon. We appreciate it. Hope to talk to you again soon, Mr. Ambassador.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.